I'm Lim Zhan Yi. I teach English and Literature at Hwa Chong Institution. I have chosen the word voice because I think, besides all the other things that matter in an academic setting, helping my students find their voice is what I consider important to the work that I do. Finding their voice is about finding the courage to speak up before the crowd. For others, finding the voice is about getting in touch with themselves, getting in touch with how they genuinely think and feel about an issue, and producing an authentic response. And it is this elusive voice that I most want to draw out from each of my students, because I think this is what distinguishes them as unique individuals with something different to offer to the world. For students to develop their voice, they must first be given the choice to make certain decisions over their learning. Paradoxically, this sometimes involves respecting their choice to stay silent until they feel more ready to use their voice. But we can try to make this process less terrifying by getting them to try out different positions in a dialogue, to initiate, to extend, to pivot and to probe. They may take turns to play to their strengths, but also try out other positions they are less familiar with and grow more confident over time. In writing, honing the personal voice starts with being observant of the world around them and guiding them to see the peculiar in the everyday. Whether in English or literature, the goal is for my students to be able to interrogate received wisdom from their peers and even their teachers, and encourage them not to be so easily satisfied with a run-of-the-mill position, to push their interpretation just a little further and hopefully arrive at a point of personal insight. So much of what happens in the literature classroom goes beyond just reading the book. We're reading people, we're reading minds even, we're reading culture, we're reading why people do the things they do. And how you read often also reveals something about yourself. And so what I find most satisfying about teaching literature isn't just about helping my students find their voice and become more confident. It's that in finding their voice, they become more assured of who they are as a person, what they value and believe in, and the kind of person they want to become. And that hopefully they may one day use their voice to advocate for meaningful change and make a difference to the lives of the people around them. As one of my teachers once said, when you're taught by me, you're never just taught by me. We are really taught by all the teachers who have taught us, all the teachers who have inspired us, and maybe even all the teachers whom we were never taught by, but we wished we were. All of them, real or imagined, have shaped me into the teacher I am today. And so while I'm honored by the recognition, I am nothing really without my own teachers, my colleagues, and my students who continue to inspire me every day.